Hello, this is the Miner Dave Everist Report, and I want to talk to you about, I have a brother, runs Diner 62 in, well, it's kind of like White City, but it's kind of like Central Point. It's, on Highway 62, just, next door to, Good Guy, to Weldon's Guns and, a Chevron station. As the governor of Oregon has ordered all restaurants closed, all they can do is take out. And so I would ask you that if you're a local person that normally eats at Diner 62, that you do a takeout, because they can do takeout and they can do, I don't know if he's going to do home delivery yet. He's working it out because, well, he was ordered to shut his restaurant down by the governor of corruption of Oregon, which, see, last year they passed a gross receipts tax that's coming on everybody, or the session before last. They passed a gross receipts tax. Well, Oregon isn't going to collect on that gross receipts tax because, see, they closed down, my brother's business. He's going to lose 90% of his business unless people do takeout. This is going to be not just him. This is going to be all the restaurants, all the bars, all of this. And, they're talking about putting a stimulus package together. But what happens to those that, that they have to have the money to re-gear up, to restart up? And like my brother's going to be laying off half his employees if he stays with takeout. He'll, if he does, he's always done takeout, but, if that's his only business is takeout, well, he's got to lose 5 of his employees, out of his 10. He's a small business. He makes a good living. But, restaurants, businesses are low profit industries. And, well, anyways, I would like you to pray for my brother that he is showing a little love for the people that live around him, that will do his takeout. And you should do whatever your favorite restaurant, not just my brother's. If they're doing takeout, keep them alive by buying their takeout, once or twice a week. If, it depends on what you do for restaurants. But this is key if you want to keep the restaurants from not failing. Can't do much about the bars, because I don't think they allow takeout for that. You're going to get that at the grocery store. But I would say that since they have a rule of nobody more than 10 people in a given area, well, this is shutting down a lot of other businesses that may not deal with the public, but just because they got that many, more than that employees. And this is going to cut into the supply chain that, they've been destroying for years. The Gliese Mining District, since it's been formed, and before this, through other mining associations, were warning people of having all kinds of, interruptions in the supply chain because, see, there's not all the warehouses. Remember, they were using just-in-time delivery to cut cost. Well, that can have an interference in the supply chain, as you can see when you put all your eggs in one basket, right? When you lose the basket, you lose everything. So, people, are you going to wake up and decide that we should have our own supply chains here, like letting the miners mine, letting the manufacturers not have so much regulation and red tape? Are they going to let us work our way out of this? Or are they just going to nationalize everything and then nobody owns anything and we all starve to death? Right? First comes plagues. All the plagues are coming out of China. This is interesting because you have You have them destroying 55% of their pork population that was producing because they got hit by swine flu before this one that's doing people. And then, of course, they had the chicken flu or the bird flu. And right now, you can't trust any of the production out of China as far as food's concerned, if they're even shipping any. And so you're looking at big interruptions in supply chains because we need more of them. And so I ask you, contact your congressman and say, let us work our way out of this. If you're going to do a stimulus, don't do it for the big banks. Do it for Main Street. But, don't do anything willy-nilly. There has to be strategic planning here for the recovery. And Donald Trump is probably the best one suited for this. Remember, they claim because he went through 4 bankruptcies, but he came out of every one of those because they were reorganization. Nobody really lost any money. The people that sold out early did. The people that stood the time and test came out of it. Donald Trump's perfect for this. But we shouldn't worry about the globe. We should worry about America. And I mean, that includes Canada and all of the Americas. Because we need to help our neighbors too. Have a good day.